I know it's going to sound preposterous, but one of the things they said, don't even acknowledge. Forget drone strikes. Don't even acknowledge that there's a program that does this. And either you're new and you're freaked out about saying something that's classified. Okay, probably like the third day I was briefing, somebody asked me about a drone strike. I don't have any information on that, and I'm not going to get into. It's on the damn front page of the New York Times, right? Because somebody has reported we've killed 6 people in a drone strike, yet the press secretary to the President of the United States is not capable of acknowledging a program in which that even exists. And I've said this now since I left. I didn't do anything. I didn't say anything about it then, and I wish I would have, because you cannot have somebody standing up there saying something like that while they're reading the New York Times. It's sort of preposterous. I have an example sort of like Marlon's. During the Afghanistan review, in which we had about, I think probably 12 or 13, mostly 3-hour situation room meetings to go exhaustively through the process. And after the first meeting, Ram, the chief of staff, came into my office and said, he said, the Pentagon doesn't want you in those meetings. They said they don't want a political guy in the meetings. Yeah. Ever been to the Pentagon? I didn't say a word. I just reached over to my desk and I picked up my ID, because the one great thing about being press secretary is all the Secret Service guys know you don't have to wear your ID. And I just picked it up and I said, if that's the case, then take this and do tell me how it all works out. And he said, what do you mean? And I said, if those guys think I'm in there to give him political advice about Afghanistan, then the idea that they don't know the president that's the biggest understatement in the world. But I said, if you think I'm going to go, the president's going to go into a 3-hour meeting in which we're going to repeat 12 times, and you think I'm going to come walking up to somebody who sat in that meeting and say, hey, I'm about to go brief. The president's just been in these 3-hour meetings. Can you give me the 5-minute rundown of what they talked about so that I can go answer 30 minutes of questions about Afghanistan? It's crazy. And I said to him, I said, if somebody's willing to sign up for that, be my guest.
Are you serious? You're about to quit? You're prepared to quit?
I absolutely would have if I could not have been in that meeting, because like Marlon, you have way more information than you can ever say. And particularly at a time, I mean, look, I'm sure there was then and there is now a safe in the office where you have to lock up classified documents. You have to record when the safe gets open, record when the safe gets closed. There's a lot that you get information on. And I think if you have somebody who isn't in a lot of that and can't watch it and understand what you're supposed to steer around, then the whole job becomes sort of moot.